Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones setups for today. So we had a pretty solid sell-off, and it was a break and retest of the flag, which is why I've left that flag in. This measured move is done, and I'll show you that was the first leg down. This was the consolidation. Take it from the top there, right where price is at the moment. That would have been the target. I'm just going to do that. There is a bit of structure here, as you can see, and we did drop below a little bit further to come and, not quite a tweezer bottom, but to come and test these two tails here at 38,480. So pretty strong zone of support that we're in, and it does extend lower as well. So you can go all the way down to probably around there. That would be 38,137. So there is a lot of potential support below us at the moment. Looking at the oscillators, they are pointing down at the moment. Nothing really to write home about there. What I do want to do is just get rid of this diagonal. And let's just have a look at what potential we have for today. So there is a lot of noise in the US markets this evening, so I suspect we're going to find a zone and we're just going to drift sideways, to be honest. I think that's kind of the moral of the story right now. This was a fairly big sell-off, and we'll get to that on the daily, on the hourly, which should give us a better indication. But you can see the zone that we came into. There has been a lot of buyers coming in here. Now we do have diversions from the bottom of the flag to where we are now. Look at the diversions there. That is lower, that is higher, while price is lower, so that's some indication. We don't have a decent pin bar or any price action at the moment on the 3 hour. When we drill down to the hour, picture becomes a little bit different. So we do have a piercing pattern of 38,480. So piercing pattern, it gaps below the close of the previous bar, and it closes above 50% of the previous bar. So that is a fairly solid piercing pattern. Normally when you see this, I treat it as an inside bar or an engulfing bar, so I'd want to see a second bar or a second bit of structure of 38,561. So in other words, a pin bar or an inside bar or an engulfing bar or another piercing pattern like this. So anyway, that's kind of the view that I've got there. So this is a strong move down. It's looking like it could be a bottom, but it also has a nasty habit of just forming a range and then getting another leg down. So looking at the hour, you can see when we did the video yesterday, we were just basically trailing the bottom end of this channel. And I said to you, well, it wasn't exact, it was really messy, but we'll have a look at some structure now and I'll explain it to you. But there was definitely an opportunity to short in this space. Now, hindsight being a perfect science, I left this alone because as far as I was concerned, we're in a bull trend, and this is bottom of channel. I was expecting a move up and a rejection kind of higher up, to be honest, but that never materialized. So again, pin bars come into play. There's the pin bar on the 15-minute. We were hovering on it when we did the video, when we did the video around this space here. So it was still going sideways. As far as I was concerned, it was going to continue going sideways. We dropped a little bit, but that should have been the cue. So if we're paying attention to this, we've dropped, we're coming back to test this pin bar. That's exactly what happened. There it is there. Story of three tails. Nice sort of half-hearted attempt at a pin bar, but nevertheless below the 150, below the flag break. The opportunity was here to jump in short there with you could have just taken it to 100-point stop loss which would have put you up here somewhere out of harm's way, and taken the short. And it got going pretty quickly, and in all honesty, you could probably still be sitting short with a stop somewhere in this zone of 38,750 area. Anyway, that's kind of the moral of that story. The buyers, or not buyers, I think this is just more profit taking that happened here in the zone. So we were aiming for the zone, profit taking happened, now we're sideways. So I would not want to be short in this area we're in at the moment. I think go back to the hour and you see there's no real structure on the hour at the moment. So that would be the best area for a short on the hour. That's at 38,800. Apart from that, there is a 15-minute zone here at 38,668. I'm not comfortable with that one either. And if I look at the 3 hour, I'm really not comfortable with jumping in short in this space. Look at the potential support that we have. And it goes all the way down to 38,137, but in between there are so many areas where you can get ambushed. So I would rather look at this on the 3 hour, sorry, on the 8 hour, we'll get it right eventually, and just look left, have a calm look at what's there. There are so much going on here. There was so much selling, so much buying a couple of weeks ago. Now we're back in this zone. So, it's going to take a lot, it's going to take quite a big effort or a lot of noise for us to drop below this area of support or zone of support at the moment. Granted, we've got moving averages pointing down, but we are above the 150 there, and the 3 hour we are below. So the only time you're going to be looking for shorts is up as a rejection, and in my view, of 38,800. So if I get a rejection there, I'd be looking for a short, but it'll probably be short-lived, excuse the pun again, because this 38,668 or 38,600 zone here would offer support again. So with all that noise and confusion in your head, this is a V reversal at the moment. V reversals are rare. So if you see a break above, what is this? This is 38,620. So in other words, come up to 38,668, then reverse off that and come and test one of these tails here. Reject that and start bouncing up, I would be long. I'd be looking for small position size, looking for a long, basically aiming for 38,800. If we do get a proper rejection of 38,800, then I may switch my tune to a bit of a deeper pullback brewing. But I just don't see it at the moment. If you look at it on the daily, this is a strong zone of what could be support. So at the moment it's forming a range on the daily, and granted we've got the oscillators eased off and pointing down now, so a couple more days of sideways price action, these oscillators are going to be hovering at the bottom, and it's going to be a perfect opportunity to buy. And if you look at this on the daily, this would definitely be an area to buy, 38,137, but there's a better area that has not been tested, and that is down here at 37,850. So yeah, so I'm very cautious with the shorts. Could be that this move has played out, or it could be a pullback for another leg down to come and find structure lower down. But the zone that we find ourselves in, as you can see, is extremely congested. So I would be very, very reluctant to try and second guess it at the moment, because that's just how you get burnt. And then the last thing on the 15-minute, this is a downward trend, and we have broken it at the moment. We're going sideways, but we've broken this downward trend from yesterday. So either we're just going to hover sideways until we get politicians coming out this afternoon. Politicians are then going to play their little game. It's either going to go up or down depending what the politicians want, and then once that noise is out the way, we can start concentrating on our structure and our levels again. Anyway, I'm sitting on the side, not going to get involved. We'll wait for the noise before I start looking at this. And we've got non-farm payrolls on Friday, so a lot of stuff happening right now. Hope it helps somewhat, and if you did catch that short, well done, and catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.